Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 1st of November 2022. I've been using some Halloween themed decks lately, so for today I'm going to use a very kind of normal deck, the Universal Tarot, while considering. And I just want to show you some of these cards. These are based on the original Rider-Waite Tarot. They've just updated some of the characters here. This is why it's a good idea if you're learning the tarot to get the original Rider-Waite deck, to learn that, because most other decks are based on it and you'll be able to read all the other decks if you learn that one. So let's see what the cards want you to know here on the first. I always feel that the reading for the first day of the month gives insight into that day's energy, but it also sometimes extends its scope and gives us a hint as to what the month is going to be like. So let's see what the cards want to say about today and possibly November in general. Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Magician. Okay. So these two cards, these are minor arcana cards. This is a major arcana card. So these two are talking about this day being less than ideal. I feel that you'll get some news which will make you feel a little bit helpless. You don't know exactly how to respond. And you could even take it to the next level and respond negatively to the information you're getting or to the circumstances that you're being confronted with. And instead of acting and resolving the issue, I think there's the potential to become very discouraged and to say this is too difficult, or even this shouldn't have happened. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to face this reality. I'm just going to go sulk by myself for a little bit. So to me, the cards are warning that in terms of what's going on in your life, something may make you feel like you're out of the loop. The Two of Swords, you see this woman, she's sitting by this seaside here. The tide looks like it's gone out. She's blindfolded, she's covered in all these clothes, she can't move, and she's holding these swords kind of loosely across her chest, and nothing is happening. She's not defending herself, nor is she standing up and moving. It's a space of limbo. And because swords is ideas, communication, information, I think that there will be some news, or you'll overhear something that makes you feel like this. Okay, I'm not quite sure which way to turn. What do I do in response to this? I feel a little bit lost. And then we've got a crescent moon up here. And the crescent moon in this card is about being able to use your intuition. But like the tide that has gone out, it feels difficult. It's not like you just close your eyes and then there's this whole world in front of you. It feels like you have to really strain to hear it. But the moon is your intuition. We do have all this water in the back. So this card says if something throws you for a loop, or if someone says something to you that really rattles you and you're just like, wow, I have no idea now. Keep it very simple and honor your feelings about what's happened and go with those, and let those lead you through the next minutes or hours until it kind of dissipates and you can start to see things more clearly. The key thing with this card, because the Five of Cups is about perspective, you can see that 3 cups have spilled here and 2 cups are still upright. The man in the middle, he's grieving very much. I mean, he's covered in this blue-black cloak, and that's really a symbol of a lot of negativity coming at him that he feels he needs to absorb and carry. And he's standing by the riverside kind of crying, possibly. The card is saying that there's a tendency here to just focus on the bad stuff, or the negatives, or the things that are unwelcome or that don't match your will, and to ignore the things that may seem positive or where there are opportunities. And that, I feel, is the big warning. Use your intuition, go into your feelings, yes, and do the emotional work. But if you find yourself veering off into a place of, oh, poor me, why is all this happening? I'm the only person on the planet who suffers. It's those kind of thoughts, those faulty, excessive thoughts that then create this tragic narrative, which really gets you stuck and only allows you to see the negatives. And that would be a mistake, according to the cards. Especially because we have the mage here, the magician, and the magician is the first card in the major arcana. It's really the birth of everything. It's someone who is spiritually connected, the white robe. So he raises this wand to the sky. So his higher self, the universe, is filling him with power and ideas. He then points his other hand down to the earth and he creates all these magical plants and circumstances. The red robe, that's his passion to create something independently, in conjunction with what he feels and sees to be right and good and purposeful and true. The symbol for 8, the things that you do on this day aren't just wishy-washy, they're powerful, they will make an impact. And when it's this way around, it's the infinity symbol. This is a power you always have. So on the number 8 is interesting. On the one hand, it's saying, please do this inner work and try not to let yourself go emotionally or go into despair. One, it feels unpleasant. And second of all, you have the potential here to create something amazing. And the only real big obstacle is a bit of bad news that may throw you, and then your feelings that follow that bit of news. I mean, it makes sense. You know, you have an idea and then a feeling follows. You say something mean to yourself. Oh, you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my goodness, you feel bad. You, do a positive affirmation and you say, everything comes to me easily, and it makes you feel, it immediately lifts you and it makes you feel a certain way. So the important thing is to look at the information objectively for what it is and to resolve it and to use this energy to solve problems. And I would say, use your intuition to find solutions. But if you're getting any really unhelpful kind of woe is me or isn't everything awful kind of feelings, immediately don't shut them down, feel them, but don't dwell in them and get back to a place of productivity, because this is the major arcana card of the day. This is the big gift that under these circumstances, maybe especially because of these circumstances, you're able to create something magical and special and unique. The magician has all the elements on his work desk here: pentacles, cups, swords, wands. So he's in charge of all the elements. So, you know, the king of pentacles rules earth. The queen of wands rules fire. He rules all the elements. So he's really some sort of higher being almost. He's a creator. And that energy is with you. And in my experience on planet duality, whenever you have the potential to do something amazing, the balance shifts, everything becomes extreme. And to counteract that potential, often the shadow self will come in and present some problems so that you don't jump on this opportunity and realize it and manifest it. And that's what I think is happening on this day, that you have this amazing ability to make something happen on your own in conjunction with what you feel to be true, your gut feelings, and really just allowing yourself that personal process. And the way the shadow self, the ego, is going to try and sabotage you is with some sort of bit of bad news, and then this emotional tendency to blow it completely out of proportion and to let that consume the whole day then. So that's what I feel the warning is. And the big gift of the day is that you can create something completely unexpected and beyond your wildest dreams. And also the magician makes magic, so literally he manifests what he wants. So make sure that you're focused on and dealing with the things that you want to manifest, not the things that you want to get to disappear out of your life. And the law that I've learned over time is what you focus on gets bigger. So again, I'm sorry to use so many cliches, but this then says live in the solution of creating something magical and avoid the problem of extreme unproductive feelings and negative information that can be dealt with and isn't much more significant than that. It's just something else to deal with, no more, no less. Number-wise, we've got 2 and 5, that's 7, and 1 is 8. And 8 again is power and strength in numerology. So use your power wisely for something that you want to pour it into and something that then benefits you in return. Don't waste your energy on things that make you feel worse or completely unconstructive. Okay, so I hope you have a productive, good, positive day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. And in my personal readings, I use the tarot, I use astrology and numerology, and I combine all three. So if you have any questions about your special talent, strengths and weaknesses, areas you'd be good at, or you have any questions about what's coming up in future or particular areas of life, then please do get in touch with me for a personal reading. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.